Hi, my name is Jane. I'm a physical therapist at Rec Center Physical Therapy, and I have Farrell York with me today. She's a physical therapy assistant. We work together in the clinic. We're going to talk today about the Ouve. It's a Pilates apparatus that is newer in the Pilates world. And the great thing about the Ouve is that it follows the natural curvature of your spine. So in a way, it kind of cradles your spine. And the density is great because it's softer than a foam roller, so it's very comfortable. However, dense enough to keep your spine in an optimal or neutral position, and then also provide multi-directional instability. So when your spine's in its optimal alignment, we don't have to cue you as much. Your body can kind of figure things out because it's in its natural environment, which also then causes your core muscles to just turn on more automatically and work more efficiently. So our cueing doesn't have to be as much and as cumbersome, and your goal is to just kind of stay on the Ouve without falling off, without all of our cues, with your body just working on stabilizing itself in its own natural cues. So what it naturally does.
Sounds fun.
And it is great for, like I said, it's firm enough where it does provide a lot of challenge and multi-directional instability, which is different than the foam roller too. And this is great for functional activities like tennis and golf and things where you're twisting and all of that. With this, it does come in 3 different sizes based on people's sizes, weight and height. And you can do multiple things. You can stand on it, you can kneel on it for balance. You can also lay on it, which we're going to do today. You can put it in basically all different positions. You can put it on the Pilates apparatus if you're familiar with that. And what I typically do is I'll watch somebody move on it on their back, if I'm looking at their shoulders or their lower extremities, and I'll do some testing, and then based on what I'm seeing with their testing, where there's a discrepancy or an asymmetry, it's either one side's not stabilizing very well or one side's not moving very well. And so I do corrective exercises that I've learned in courses, and then after I try to work on correcting them with motor control exercises, then they do their own exercises to reinforce what we've just done, and then hopefully that will carry over into their functional activities when they leave. So it's kind of like we do testing and then we do treatment, and then I give them exercises to do at home. So we're just I'm gonna show you how to get on this. And again, there's multiple ways to lay on this, but we're going to put this here. Farrell's gonna sit her bum right here. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Okay, I'll come around. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna zip up my coat so that way you can see a little bit better too here. So my bum goes here.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then she's gonna roll onto her back, and then we're gonna give her a little head support. And it does take a few times to get in the comfortable position. And then when she's in this position, if she feels okay, I have her press her arms into the floor, bring her legs up or at what we call tabletop. Yep, and then if she doesn't have increased stress in her neck or her shoulders or her head doesn't have to lift, and she feels okay, she's probably in the right position. After a couple of times you learn, you can go ahead and lower your feet.
Okay.
You learn what's comfortable for you or not. So you can start with your feet on the floor. Sometimes for a little bit higher level, you can put their feet on a wall. So I would be her wall right here. And you can do, one of my corrective exercises is actually with TheraBand when your leg goes up and down the wall. So this can be a progression too. Or we do work with a ball.
It is actually really comfortable to be on this. So to your point of the density being a little more comfortable, I like it.
So you can do work here. And then you can do work up here. So there's different positions. So you can start to challenge your stability, feet on the floor, maybe feet up on the wall, 1 foot on a ball, legs up at tabletop, and then obviously altering your arm positioning too. The great thing about this, which I failed to say at the beginning, is because how it hugs along your spine, your shoulder blades are free to move. When you get off of this, you feel pretty liberated. Very open. I do weight work. and arm work, like snow angel type things too, for corrective exercises. And it's pretty liberating. Like, you feel just very refreshed when you get off. I feel like it just opens up your lungs and opens up your joints in the proper position, which I talked about, it putting you in neutral spine, where all your disc spaces and all your joint spaces are in their optimal position. So you feel pretty dang good when you get off of this.
Even just laying here, Jane, I can actually feel my abdominals, both the front, the sides. I can even feel musculature in the back side. It feels more, to use your word earlier, it feels more like natural.
Yeah,
Like things are just functioning the way that they should be.
sure.
Yeah, it feels good.
So you can play with this. You can do like bent knee, you can bring your arms up over your chest. You can do like bent knee fallout.
And that is a challenge.
And then other leg. And so I find where there's differences, and is it a problem of one's not stabilizing properly or one's not moving properly? And then I treat that.
Got it.
And then we work on exercises to reinforce that. So that's one thing, bent knee fallout, or you can do like a marching, where you lift one foot off,
Definitely a challenge.
and then the other side, and you can again figure out if one's a stability problem or a movement problem. You can leave those down and do arm work, that type of thing.
Things like this. Yeah. Feels
So,
good.
so that's some back work, and like I said, you can work on moving one leg out, simultaneously with moving an arm. There's a lot of different ways to play with it in choreography. Whatever challenges your client, you don't have to say a whole lot. You just kind of tell them what to do,
Yeah.
and then their reps too, and have them challenge themselves, because they can be frustrated if they can't figure it out too.
For sure.
So you can do it that way. Go ahead and dismount that.
Sure.
You can also, we're not going to do it now, but you can also do things on your side. You can do things even in, like I said, you can do things kneeling with your feet behind you on the floor or off the floor. And likewise, then you could bring this to standing work, or you could rotate it this way and do your work this way.
Definitely the pro right here.
You know, so feet on or off, likewise in standing. You can lay this on its stomach too, and then you can be on your stomach and work on extension work too. So just like all the apparatus for Pilates, you can put your body in any position and get very creative, but it just works on the same principles as Pilates, as core control, stability, to improve your overall function and carry over into your daily activities, your recreational activities, or whatever your goals are.
I love that. So Jane, if somebody wanted to come and learn some of these techniques with you, they could reach out to the clinic,
Absolutely.
give us a phone call, or log on to the website, reccenterphysicaltherapy.com, and we'd be happy to provide some more information for you.
Yes, and if you've tried everything else for back pain or shoulder pains and haven't tried this, we might be able to find some asymmetries where we can collectively come together to make you feel better and meet your goals.
Great. Thanks, Jane.
Thanks.